The sentences without the headings. 1. We've been having disagreements lately, and I think it's because we have fundamentally different values. I really respect your opinions, but I'm sorry we have different values. It's hard to see eye to eye on some things. 2. You've been spending so much time playing games and ignoring your responsibilities. The deadline is approaching and your work isn't done. Get your priorities straight, or you might regret it later. 3. I understand you want to focus on your hobbies, but you're falling behind in school. You need to rethink your priorities and make sure you're balancing everything properly. 4. I've been thinking about it for a while now, and I've decided that it's time to move out of my parents' house. It's going to be challenging, but I think it's necessary for me to gain more independence. 5. We've been procrastinating for weeks, and now the deadline is only 2 days away. If we don't work fast, we won't finish on time. 6. I know you're stressed about the situation, but relax, we'll work it out. Everything will be fine if we just stay calm and handle things step by step. 7. In rural areas, depopulation is becoming a huge issue. Depopulation is happening all over Japan due to the declining birth rate, and many small towns are seeing a significant drop in their population. 8. The town is so quiet and empty. It feels like we're in an underpopulated area. It's sad to see so many houses abandoned due to the lack of people. 9. In the traditional painting, the woman's face was depicted with very delicate features, and she has slanted eyes that give her a mysterious, almost ethereal look. 10. When I'm on a diet, I always choose chicken breast. Chicken breast is quite satisfying, filling, and it's great for diets because it's low in fat and high in protein. 11. They were discussing where they would live, and someone mentioned that they might rent some living quarters near the city center for convenience. 12. You don't look well. What's your temperature? You should take a rest if you have a fever. 13. You seem a little pale. How high is your body temperature? I think you might need to see a doctor if it's too high. 14. I'm personally really against shaving any body hair. Yeah, and I feel more comfortable with my natural look. Everyone has their own preference, though. 15. I think you're approaching the situation from a different angle. The sense is different. Your solution is based on practicality, while mine comes from a more emotional perspective. 16. He has always tried to project an image of masculinity, whether it's through the way he dresses or how he carries himself. It's important to him to appear strong and independent. 17. After the last meeting, I started to feel like I had fallen out of favor with the boss. He barely acknowledged my ideas, and I couldn't help but notice his cold attitude toward me. 18. I'm sorry, but showing up late to work every day is a laziness sign. You need to start being more punctual if you want to keep your job. 19. There's a big difference between not shaving and growing a beard. Some people just let their facial hair grow naturally, while others carefully maintain their beards to make them look neat. 20. I don't care how tired I am, but I at least put on pants like real pants, not pajamas to go to the convenience store. I think it's important to look decent even for quick trips outside. 21. I can't believe she's wearing sweatpants to that formal event. At least put on real clothes, proper clothes if you want to make a good impression. 22. Before going out, I shave and I put wax in my hair to make sure I look presentable. It only takes a few minutes, but it makes a huge difference in how I feel. 23. When I go to parties, everyone is so well put together, and I feel like I stick out a lot because I'm the one who's like the least put together in most situations. It's a little awkward, to be honest. 24. She had been inside all day studying for exams, and when I saw her later that evening, their skin was so pale that I thought she might have been sick. 25. If you see a girl with a tan, it means like she's probably a surfer. She's been spending a lot of time outside, riding the waves. 26. Some people think that girly girls only care about fashion and makeup, but I think they're just expressing their personality in a different way. 27. I've always believed that women are just naturally beautiful. It's not about makeup or fashion. It's about the confidence and grace they carry with them. 28. Traveling alone to a foreign country for the first time was really intimidating, but that eye-opening experience has changed my life. I became more independent and learned to appreciate different cultures. 29. I think he has had a pampered upbringing. He's always been given everything he wanted, and he's never had to struggle for anything. 30. They were friends for years, but now they're fighting over a promotion at work. It's sad to see their friendship crumble because of something like this. 31. The two guys were friends, but they started to fight over a girl they both liked. It was awkward to watch them argue about something so trivial.
Here are the sentences with numbers added and the Japanese removed. 1. There was a huge personality clash between the new manager and the team. They couldn't agree on anything, and it caused a lot of tension in the office. 2. It's funny how some teenagers are so excited about turning 18. They act like they're free the moment they hit 18. But for others, it's a reality check, and their parents push them out to fend for themselves. 3. When he walked into the room, I could tell something was wrong. He had an angry look in his eyes, and he wasn't saying a word. 4. I'm trying to grow my beard out and not cut my hair for a while. It's different from just letting everything get messy. It's more about style and personal choice. 5. In Japan, the attention to detail and design is incredible. Everything, from the smallest packaging to the way food is arranged, is meticulously planned and executed. 6. Have you noticed how perfectly pressed everyone looks at work today? They look like they just came from the dry cleaners. 7. Looking back on it, wearing those tight clothes in high school is a little cringy. I thought it was cool at the time, but now I can't believe I wore that. 8. I don't care anymore about what he thinks, but when I was younger, he used to give me such a hard time about it, constantly criticizing me. 9. Before making any big decisions, it's important to determine the pros and cons of each option so you can choose the best path forward. 10. When I had my performance review, my boss asked me to talk about my strengths and weaknesses. I focused on my ability to lead a team, but I also admitted that I struggle with time management. 11. Parents should encourage their children to support each other, not label brothers as superior or inferior to one another. 12. Many people are forced to work a low-paying job just to make ends meet. It's frustrating because they feel stuck in a cycle and can't move up to a higher-paying position. 13. When I go to events, I see how some men put so much effort into their appearance. It's almost like guys should have a high fashion sense to keep up with modern trends. 14. It's interesting how there's so much effort put into men's beauty products here. The men's beauty section in stores is almost the same size as the women's section. It shows how the beauty industry is shifting. 15. I used to feel jealous of my big brother because my mother always favored him over me. But now, I understand it wasn't intentional. She just had a different relationship with him. 16. He used to be the center of attention at every party, but after that scandal, he's lost popularity. Now, people avoid talking to him. 17. At least speaking on behalf of American culture, we tend to value individualism and freedom more, which is different from the collectivist mindset that you see in many other countries. 18. The shift in fashion trends is really interesting. Maybe it's a recent thing, maybe like just in the past decade or so, that people started embracing more casual and comfortable styles instead of strictly formal attire. Let me know if you need further modifications.